Hello, this is the freshest news presented to you by InstaForex and me, Olga Vitkovskaya. The US dollar bears are likely to move to the shadows soon. The weak economic data of the USA, extra cautiousness of the US FRS representatives, and the decrease of the yield of the US Treasury bonds have ascended the expectations concerning further quantitative easing. In the result, during the last few weeks, the US dollar was being sold actively, as the investors were shifting to other major currencies in search of higher profitability. However, the US dollar was oversold. The possibility of that on Tuesday, during the session of the FRS Open Market Committee, a decision will be taken about the further policy easing is low, if not to say feeble. If the Federal Reserve really surprises the financial markets by such resolution, other central banks will have to follow this example. This is hardly a basis for sequential selling of the American currency versus the other majors. One of the unusual and important events of the last weeks was the divergence in the dynamics of the US Treasury bonds and stocks. While the yield of the Treasury bonds was constantly decreasing to new record lows, the stocks continued to ascend. At present, it is more likely that the truth is on the side of the up-moving stocks. Of course, the FRS is near and will be ready to take measures if the US economy starts the recession again. The inflationary expectations decrease has only altered it, with regard to need in further moderation. But falling of the inflationary expectations is not the main target in the process of the FRS policy formation. The FRS orients to the level of inflation and the unemployment. The fears regarding a probable deflation are sure not to vanish, regardless of that on Wednesday, the release data from the ADP and the ISM about the non-productive sphere in the USA were favorable. However, by the next week, when the governors of the FRS will start gathering for the regular meeting, the Treasury bond yield will look very low, as the opportunity of further liquidity conditions easing is taken into account, though it will hardly occur. Anyway, the expectations of that other large central banks will also have to consider the option of the policy easing can evidently serve as the US dollar rebound accelerator. It was Forex News presented to you by InstaForex team. Goodbye!